Hello and welcome in my this video. In this video we will discuss what is Saint Venant's principle. Saint Venant's principle. So this is ST, right? Saint Venant's principle. So in this is a block. Its width is V, and we apply a load P on the center, right? Now there are different section 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. Load P is applied. This distance is B by 4, this distance is B by 2, this is B, and this fourth section is located at 3 by 2B. Normally we consider, as you must have seen visualization of stresses in an element in a section, we assume that the stresses are uniform like this sigma average, but in actual it is not the case up to certain distance from the endpoints, that is the points from at which we had applied this load. Saint Venant gave us the principle that how much more is the stress at the section near to the loading point. So at section 1 1, we can see that loading is something like this at section 1 1. Sigma is not sigma average, it is sigma maximum at this point and 0 almost 0 at end points. So maximum stress induced is more than the average stress. Sigma max is equal to 2.57 times sigma average at section 1 1. At section 2 2 sigma max is 1.387 times sigma average. At section 3 sigma max is 1.027 times sigma average, and at section 4 4 sigma max is almost equal to sigma average. So the actual uniformity in stress comes after this much distance from the end point. This principle is given by Saint Venant principles. Now in this you can see that I'll draw again if you are unable to understand the section 1 1. In this section, this is section 1 1, and in this if I see the maximum stress is in the same line of loading, which is the loading line of force, like this. This is force P. So stress at this point is more than stress at this point, these points. However, all these become uniform and approach to average at a distance 3 by 2 times of B from the end point. Now the conclusion is this, that if stresses are more in endpoints, so while designing an element, we should make the width more at endpoints. At endpoints, like this or like this. This is the reason that the sample prepared for universal testing machine is like this. This particular portion is put in the jaws, and the element is something like this, which we put in universal testing machine, right? At endpoints the diameter is more. However, to ensure that the stress is uniform all over the element, we can put a extra plate over this element and apply load over this plate rather directly on the element. By providing this plate, we are converting these stresses to be more uniform rather non-uniform, right? So this is what Saint Venant's principle says.